I'm Andrew Moskowitz, and my talk is entitled Dissociation and Psychotic Symptoms. What is the relationship? The relationship between dissociation and psychosis is very complex and includes historical understandings of both dissociation and psychosis, the history of the diagnosis of schizophrenia, and unwarranted skepticism about the validity of dissociative disorders. In this talk, I will primarily focus on the role dissociation plays in symptoms typically viewed as psychotic, particularly auditory verbal hallucinations or voice hearing, delusions, and passive influence experiences, along with the implications of this perspective on differential diagnosis and treatment. Misdiagnosis of dissociative disorders, which is sadly very common, is of great clinical importance, as treatment approaches for psychotic disorders differ considerably from those for post-traumatic or dissociative disorders. The reason for this is not only because dissociation and dissociative disorders are not well recognized by mental health professionals, but also because the current diagnosis of schizophrenia so heavily relies on psychotic symptoms. This is because of the influence of Schneider's first-rank symptoms, Kurt Schneider, and particularly their promise to increase the diagnostic reliability of schizophrenia. After his ideas were adopted in the run-up to the DSM-3, a person could be diagnosed with schizophrenia solely on the basis of hearing voices commenting on their behavior or conversing with each other. While the power of the Schneiderian symptoms has been limited somewhat in the DSM-5 and ICD-11 schizophrenia criteria, they still carry great weight, despite strong evidence that voice hearing and passive influence experiences are strongly linked to dissociation and dissociative disorders. The current evidence for this and its implications will be discussed in this talk.